last week we did a whole bunch of science experiments, but I told you guys that I'm like not really a professional scientist. I'm just doing this for fun. But I said that I know someone who is a professional scientist. And when I told him all about what we did last week, he wanted to come on this week to see if he could do cooler experiments than we did last week. So this is Dr. Bennett. Dr. Bennett is a real scientist. And this week we are going to be doing, last week our theme was eggs. And this week our theme is water. So all of our experiments this week are going to have to do with water. Okay, everybody right now, I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Bennett. Everybody is muted. We're going to give everyone the opportunity to ask questions at the end. If you have a question that you want to ask like immediately, we'll be checking the chat. Sound good to everyone? Okay, and before I officially turn it over to everyone, I just wanted to dedicate this science programming today to Sadia Ehrenpreis, who was one of our Yachad members for many years, who unfortunately passed away. And hopefully the fun that we're going to have today will reflect his fun personality that he brought into everything, and that he's going to be greatly missed. So have that in mind. Dr. Bennett, screen's all yours. Except I have to unmute you.
You have to unmute me. That helps.
There you go.
Hi, can you hear me now?
We can hear you loud and clear, Doc.
All right. So as Toby said, I have some experiments to do for you today. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different experiments if we have time, and they all involve water. And they are all things that if you want to try, you can also do them at home. Okay? So the first thing I want to do is I have 2 empty water bottles, right? See, Poland Springs, just plain old water bottles. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to crush one of these water bottles without touching it.
How are you going to do that?
Okay, well, we're going to do it with water. So I'm going to fill them both up with water. I have a little basin here so that if I spill, I won't get it all over the counter.
It's nothing, just the ice cream tonight.
Okay. We're going to fill one up, and I may have to go get some more hot water. Let me see if I can do this.
You can crush a water bottle with water?
I can crush it with water. I'm going to get a little more hot water. I'll be right back.
Guys, you think this is really going to work? Like, do you really think that he's going to be able to crush these water bottles with just water? I could barely crush it with my hands. I don't know. Let's see who the real scientist is.
So what we're going to do is I just put a little more water in from the sink. I'm going to put a cap on it. Okay. And I'm going to put it in a little bit of ice water. I'm going to put them both in back here. Can you see? Everyone can see this?
Yep.
Okay. Now we're going to leave that there for a few minutes while we do another experiment. Okay? So what I want to do for you is to build you a rainbow. Okay?
How do you build a rainbow?
Well, you can build a rainbow. What we're doing is we're using food color. So these little jars, they came out of a food color that I bought at the supermarket. Okay? And does everyone know that in the rainbow, there are 7 colors, right? If you look at a rainbow, you'll see that there is red, orange, yellow, green, blue, a color called indigo, which is like the next one, which is violet or purple, okay? And the way people remember the colors of a rainbow, it spells a name, Roy G. Biv, okay? Roy, red, orange, yellow. G is green. And Biv is blue, indigo, and violet. Now, the problem that I have is that I only have 3 colors. I only have red, yellow, and blue. Okay, can you all see that? So I made these 3 things. So what colors do I need? Well, we said it's red, orange, yellow. So I need to make orange. And I can do that by taking some of the red and some of the yellow, and I make orange. By mixing red and yellow, I can make orange. Okay? Now, I need to get green. So the next thing I can do is I can mix some of the yellow. Get this out of the way so you can all see. And I can mix in the blue. And as you see,
Oh, we got a whole rainbow.
I made blue. And now I have a complete rainbow. Red, orange, yellow, green, and blue. And that's how you can build a rainbow out of water. Okay? Now, there's another trick that we can do. It takes a little bit longer, but it's something you might also be able to do at home. And it will let you actually, instead of mixing the water, you can actually have it grow a rainbow. And what you can do is you can take a solution and make the blue. So you can make the red, the yellow, and the blue. In this case, I'm just showing you with blue and yellow. And you take the yellow, okay? And then what I did was I took a little bit of toilet paper. This is rolled up toilet paper, okay? And you take it and you move it so that one end is in the water and the other one is in the glass to make the green. And then you do the same thing with the yellow. You make sure, and you may not be able to see this, let me tilt the camera, okay? On the blue side and on the yellow side, the tissue paper is inside the water. Over here, they don't. And as you can see by the color, what happens is the water goes up the toilet paper, goes back into this glass. The water goes from this glass, the blue, and you can see the color came across. And initially this glass was empty. But as the water came across from these two bridges, they mixed together and they made the color green. So what you can do, as I did, I took red, yellow, and blue. You could do that, put empty glasses in between, then take some toilet paper. This is a sheet of toilet paper. We just need a little bit because it's very important nowadays. And you fold it like this. Just roll it up. And then take a paper clip and put it at one end so it holds together. Take another paper clip so that it holds together. And then just take it so that one end goes in the water on this side and the other one just goes into the glass without touching the bottom. And you will get the water going across with the color. And you can then grow a rainbow. This one took about a day to get this much water across. So it'll take a couple of days, but it's fun to sit and watch and go in each morning and see how much of the rainbow you've been able to make grow. Okay?
That's cool.
So if anyone asks you, how do you make a rainbow? You can tell them. All you need is 3, and these are called primary colors. The primary colors are red, yellow, and blue. And from that, you can make what are called secondary colors, which are the orange and the green. And you can make all the colors of the rainbow with just those 3 colors. Okay? So let me clean up a little bit.
Ooh, let's leave it on the side. Let's see how much it can grow by the end.
Okay, well, let's leave it over here. We'll leave it here. and I'll take these glasses, I'll put them over here to the side so that you can continue to see the rainbow. Okay? So, the next thing I want to do is to show you how, okay, how you can make pictures using Skittles. You can use Skittles or you can use M&Ms. Okay? So let me show you. I have a plate over here. Let me move it back. I'll have to tilt it a little bit so everyone can see. Everyone see that there is Skittles all around?
Mm-hmm. In a circle.
They're all in a circle. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour in a little bit of water. So let me see if I can, hold on a second. See if I can prop up the camera so it'll be easier for you to see. Okay, can we get, okay, I think you can see it that way, right?
Yep.
All right, and we're just going to move the Skittles and we're just going to pour in a little bit of water very slowly into the plate. Just going to move this one back. And now we're just going to watch, wait and watch. And what you should look for is the colors from the Skittles starting to grow into a pinwheel. Can everyone see that the color around each of the Skittles is starting to come out into the water?
It's growing. What does anyone want to guess what's going to happen? Do we think it's just going to be a big colorful circle? Do we think what do we think it's going to look like when all the colors are growing?
Okay.
Maybe like, let me see. Maybe a cranberry.
Maybe a what? Say it one more time.
With the cranberry and orange mixed together, and it makes a Shirley Temple and mix it all together. We should try that.
That the colors are going to be mixed together?
Yeah, it makes up red, like red.
Uh-huh.
Other side is orange. So you should mix it together as a bottle, and you're shaking it, and then you drink it. It's called Shirley Temple.
David, you have your hand up. Do you want to give a guess of what pattern is going to be? Ooh, look at the pattern growing. Let's see if you can guess before it's done.
Charge it. It's when I was 44. It's good.
David, do you want to answer?
Yes, I think it's gonna be like a rainbow.
Ooh, maybe it'll be a rainbow. Alana, what's your guess?
I think it's gonna be like different kinds of colors of M&M,
Ooh.
and I think it's gonna be combined.
All right, we're gonna do one more guess because it's almost done. All right, Zoom. What pattern do you think it's going to be?
Me?
Yeah.
I think a rainbow.
That's one.
Dr. Bennett,
Yes.
what kind of pattern does it look like to you?
Well, it looks like a rainbow. I think the people that said it's a rainbow are right. And you know what else I think it looks like?
I think it looks like tie-dye.
Right? Does anyone know what a pinwheel is? Okay.
Not
Or
really.
if you saw on like the wheel of fortune, that the wheel that goes around has all the different colors. It looks a little bit like that. But the thing to look at, remember when we made the rainbow? Let me bring it over here, right? And we made the green, the two colors mixed together and made one color.
Mm-hmm.
Well, look here, and what you see is that the green and the brown from over here, or the red from over here, they're not mixing. You see there's a boundary, a line between the two. You see just red on this side and just brown on that side, and just green over here. So this works a little bit differently. right now, when the candy, when the Skittles, or if we had M&Ms, it would be the same thing. When they dissolve and the color comes off, because look at the Skittles, you see what's in the water is white, and that's where the color came off. And on top, where it's not in the water, it's the original color, it's still green. So you can see which one was originally red and which one was brown and which one was green. The color comes out and then they flow to the middle, but they all keep their own pattern to make one big picture that looks like a big pinwheel or like a big circular rainbow.
Wait, could we make other things?
We can.
Can I say something?
Yes.
I was thinking that maybe those all of these three colors will turn into rainbow. Maybe it can dissolve all the colors.
Maybe we can what all the colors? Say the last part.
Dissolve it.
Oh, maybe, yeah, the colors are, if you look at the Skittles, Dr. Bennett, what's happening in the middle of the Skittles? They don't look so colorful anymore.
No, because the water is, as my friend said, is dissolving the color off of the Skittle, and that's why it's white. You see where I'm pointing? It's white, but on top where there's no water, it's still green because you need water to dissolve off the color. So you can see now it's time, and they've all come together here in the middle. And they're starting to mix a little bit, but you can still see the trail of the color, right? From where it started on the Skittle to where it's all mixing in the middle.
Wait, but all those Skittles are really spread out. What if we tried to put the Skittles in a different pattern?
All right, let's try that. Let me take this away. Okay.
Okay, let's see.
All right, and I'm mixing it all up, and all the colors, now all the colors will mix together because I shook it up. But bring this off to the side. Here's another one, and you can try something like this yourself. Does everyone see this?
I do.
What does that look like?
Anyone want to guess what that looks like?
Maybe I'm not a very good artist, but try to guess.
Looks like a J.
Looks like a J? Yeah, I mean, this part over here looks like a J.
Does it look like a picture to anyone?
It looks like a flower.
I think it looks like jelly.
That's what I was trying to make. So, yes, maybe I'm not as bad an artist as I thought. But
One person got you, Dr. Bennett.
What's that?
Said one person got your art skills, Dr. Bennett.
One person got it.
I just want to know why I'm not allowed to talk. Like, why is everyone talking?
Oh, just when we ask questions, we're putting people on and off mute so that way it doesn't get too noisy like last week.
So this is the top of the flower where the petals are, and this is the stem, and then I put the brown ones to look like the earth. Okay? So let's add a little bit of water to this and see what happens. Pouring it very slowly so we don't move the Skittles. You see that? Okay, and let's see
what happens.
Let's see what happens.
When you see it, if you see that the colors are starting to spread and you see it look more like a flower, raise your hand in the chat. Let us know if you can see the flower too.
Yeah, definitely.
You can see it. You see the brown is starting to come together over here to make the ground. And the greens are coming together to make the stem. And look at the different color petals that we put on top. We have 2 red, an orange, and 3 yellow petals on the flower.
Hello. Change the color.
Wow.
What do everyone think this is kind of cool?
It looks very fresh.
It looks like the flower is growing.
Yeah, the
It's
flowers are
getting even bigger.
It's going to get bigger and bigger until probably all the color will fill up the whole plate. But as it was growing, we made the ground and the stem and all the different petals.
Oh, wow.
So this is just one thing that I thought about making. I made the rainbow before, and then I made a flower. I bet you all can think of different things that you could draw, right? Using Skittles and water.
That's really cool.
Right? We could build a house. We could do a dog. Or
You could even write your name.
you could write your name. And then you can do all this with just a plate, Skittles or M&Ms, and a little bit of water.
There's a lot of things you can do with water and color. I had no idea.
Looks more like a person to me.
Looks more like a what?
Human, or like some kind of cartoon character.
I see it. The orange kind of looks like a mask.
No, the orange looks more like eyes.
Yeah, that's right. 2 eyes.
No, not this, not the color coming off it. The actual Skittles itself.
This and this, yes, because
Those are,
Yes. After video.
No, oh, how can I see it?
Hey, you know?
it almost looks like this and this is 2 eyes, and I'm looking at it in the screen, and this is a nose, and this is the smile. So we went from a flower to a person.
I see a Ninja Turtle.
Yep, this is his mask with his eyes. So we can
I
see,
could tell. I can totally tell the difference with the colors, and I see the smiley on the brown.
right? So we made pictures that change over time. They started as a flower, and then they became a person, and then they became a Ninja Turtle to somebody. So you can see all different kinds of things as the water changes.
Who knew? A science experiment that could also be used for Pictionary. Rachel, we should do this for our next Sunday program. What do you think?
Love it. I'm down.
Yeah, sounds good. I
Dr.
heard you
Bennett.
calling my name. Yeah.
Dr. Bennett, what else can we do with water? You said
Okay,
you had
well,
so many.
I'd like to give a suggestion also.
Let's go back for a minute. And I'm going to tilt this over, and then I'll come back. Remember we said we were going to crush the bottles?
Yeah. Did that happen?
I think so. So this bottle is still round. And look at this bottle. It's squished in the middle.
I leave it.
Whoa. Oh,
we-
hold on. We have a question for you, Dr. Bennett.
Yes.
Hold on.
Let me pick this
Zoom.
up.
I'm going to unmute you
Okay.
so that way he can ask the question.
Hi.
Hi. What's your question?
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing
Me?
good. How are you doing?
Good.
Good.
What are you doing?
What's that?
What?
What you doing?
Hi.
What I'm doing is I'm showing, before I showed how we were going to crush the bottle without touching it. And I filled the 2 bottles up with the same amount of water. And this one is still round, see? And this one is now crushed in the middle. And
You make a rainbow. You make a rainbow or no?
You want to make another rainbow?
Yeah.
Do you have any other ideas of things we could do with rainbows, Dr. Bennett?
Let me do one other thing first. Okay? Did everyone,
Yachad.
everyone see that? Okay. So let me put this on the side.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to show you something. Let's see. Hold on. Can everyone, let me change this. You see the glass?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to put some water in here. That's probably too much. I'm going to show you how I can make colors go up a sheet of paper. Everyone see this sheet of paper?
Yeah.
Okay, and you see I drew a line with pencils. And there's green, and there's blue, and there's yellow. Okay, I'm going to put it here in the cup. And I'm going to add some more water. And watch what happens on the paper. Hold on, if I get a little bit more water there. Can you all see? Let me turn this so you can see a little bit better. Okay.
Whoa.
What's happening?
Zoom, you want to tell us what's happening?
I know. Give me.
Oh, guys, what do you see?
The cup is turning into colors.
I know. The water changing. Water is changing colors.
The water might be changing colors a little bit. I see something else that's changing.
I know.
You see the water's still the same
Colors are
color.
disappearing.
I don't think they're disappearing. I actually think they're doing the opposite.
Moving up.
Yeah.
Traveling.
They're growing. They're exploding.
Right. The trail it left behind is disappearing, dissolving.
Yeah, the trailing.
Who's talking?
It's basic.
What's happening?
I
know.
Do you think that these colors are going to make it to the top of the paper towel?
Yes.
I think so.
Over time, yeah.
You will.
Right now, can you see here? Let me see. You see over here? You see the line down over here?
Yeah.
Remember, that's where the drops were, right? When we started, and now they've moved all the way up. You see that?
They are moving all the way up. Which color is going to win?
And you maybe, I don't know if you can see this. Maybe Toby or Rachel can tell me. But you see the one over here that was green?
I think the green is going very, very high than the other one.
I know.
Right. Well,
I see the green one.
If you look, the green is starting to turn blue.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Well, what's happening is the water is going up the towel. This is just a plain paper towel that you use to wipe up your countertop. The water is going up and it's mixing with the color and it's making almost like the color in the glass. And what's happening now for the blue, it's actually separating out. Remember, green is a combination of blue and yellow. Well, those two different colors, you can see the bottom is a little more yellow and the top is a little more blue, but actually able to take apart green into the two primary colors where one is blue and one is yellow. But the main thing here is that you can see we can make the colors move up a piece of paper with just adding a little bit of water.
They're really moving. There's no, like, someone just said there's no trail at the bottom. The colors themselves, they're climbing all the way at the top.
Yep.
Yellow took the lead.
Yep.
Yeah, guys, everyone check out your screen. We're going to do a poll. I want you guys to vote. Which color is going to win to the top? Is blue going to win? Is yellow going to win? Or is green going to win? Cast your votes.
Okay.
Come on, guys. More of you can vote. Let's see.
Toby, the poll's coming in, and it's pretty neck and neck with what we think is going to win.
Guys,
if you haven't voted yet, make sure to cast your vote.
Only half the people here have voted.
I said something.
What would you like to say?
I posted something.
Oh, did you vote?
Yeah,
Smart move.
I did green.
Let's see. Go yellow, go yellow, go. It's like color war, but with colors.
My laptop is gonna die.
Can you hear Jeffrey at all? This whole session?
Hi.
Yes, I hear you.
Jeffrey, is there something you want to say?
Hi. Yes, it's
No,
under.
no.
I know on his laptop,
Oh, I you what?
on my computer.
No, you have some. Do not hold.
No,
Do
Jeffrey,
not hold.
we can hear you, and I'm trying to mute everybody else so that way it doesn't get muffled.
But you never say on. He can't talk.
Okay, Jeffrey.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
What would you like to share?
No, I was wondering if you could hear me, and you see the piece, I'm using my mother's laptop. It says Faye, but it's really Jeffrey.
Oh,
How you doing?
we got it. It says you are good.
Yeah. Oh, it's not on. My picture's not showing.
Talking on the phone.
We can.
The picture.
Okay, guys, remember, I'm going to mute everybody just to make sure that we can hear what's going on in the experiment. But if you want to say something, you can raise your hand, and Rachel and I will unmute you.
Okay, guys, we're gonna leave the poll open for one more second. If you didn't, there should be on your screen that says which color will win, and the options are blue, yellow, and green. So if you didn't vote yet, make sure to vote because we're gonna close the poll in just a couple seconds.
All right, Dr. Bennett, what's next?
I've got just one more experiment to do.
Only one more?
That's all I have.
Oh man, this has been so fun.
Well, we'll see if we can do it.
I know one. I know one.
Wait, hold on. We're gonna open it back up after the experiment is done.
All right, we can open it up now, Tobe.
Oh, okay. Alana, your hand is raised.
Yes, I wanted to ask him. The
I know.
experiment you did before, what was the final answer?
Which experiment?
The experiment before this one.
The one with the colors racing?
Yes.
So look at the screen. It's not to the top yet. We're still waiting to find out who wins. It's neck to neck.
Okay. I know, but what was the experiment?
The experiment was those colors. Do you see the line on the bottom?
Yes.
So the colors started out as dots on those lines, and now it's moving up the page.
Okay, but
the
what
water's
was,
making the colored dots travel up the strip of paper towel.
okay, but what was the design?
No,
Wait, hold on. I can't hear Alana if everyone else is unmuted.
What was the design?
What was the design?
Yes.
I know it.
Here, Dr. Bennett, do you want to explain how it was designed?
Yeah, I can do that. Let me, I don't know. I'm gonna take the poll off for a second. Do you see everything now?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so the way
I can't see you, Dr. Bennett.
Yes.
Oh, right now we're just focusing on the cup. We'll see Dr. Bennett in a minute.
Right, here we go. There I am. What we did was we had a piece of paper, and then you see these two lines down here?
I do.
Okay, well, between those two lines, I put a dot of color that was green.
Dr. Bennett,
Yes.
where will you live? Where will you live?
Oh, that's a question for after. That right now we're answering Alana's question about how this experiment was designed.
So we put on a dot of color for the blue, a dot of color for the green, and a dot of color for the yellow. And then we put it in the water, and we watch it happen.
I know you.
Alana, that answer your question?
Could you put? I couldn't hear him because Other people were talking.
Alana, we're going to send out the same way we did last week. We're going to send out the instructions to the experiments again this week. So that way you'll be able to see it too. Okay, Dr. Bennett, do you want one more question or should we do the last experiment?
We can do one more question.
Okay. Who has one more question? I'm looking to see whose hand is raised. All right, I think we're ready to do the last experiment.
Okay. Well,
Sorry, Toby and Dr. Bennett. Shandy has a question.
Oh, sorry, Shandy.
I have a question.
yeah.
Shandy had a question.
What's the question?
Okay, Shandy, you're unmuted.
Okay, great. It looks like button candies. You know those candy things?
Oh yeah, they do look like button candies.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could probably do this with button candy too.
Good thing I'm able to talk because people were like talking like who knows what.
It's all good.
Let me do this, right? Okay. And we're gonna add a little bit of water. And then someone can tell me what it says.
I know.
What's the hidden message?
Bye. I think the hidden message is love.
You think the hidden message is love? Who
Yeah,
said?
because
I heard
it
someone
looks
say
like he made a
bye.
heart. It looks like he made a heart.
I see the goodbye.
Bye. Bye.
Okay. So now, besides making flowers, we can also make.
Bye. He said bye in it.
It says, yep, it says bye. I think we're at the end, coming to the end of our time.
We are. Does anybody have any final questions for Dr. Bennett about water, bottle crushing, rainbows, color mixing?
I have one.
Okay. Well, I hope everyone had fun because I had a very good time.
I had a question. I was raising my hand.
Oh, sorry, we didn't see. What's your question?
So
I have a
how
question.
did you mix the colors with the green and the red and all the different colors with the water together?
The one from the beginning or with the candies?
With the candies.
Okay. Well, all I did, and I'll show you, is that I just put the candies on the plate, and then I just poured in the water. And when the colors dissolve off of the candy pieces, dissolve means it just comes off. You can see it makes the different little mosaics, little blotches of the colors. And I don't have to do anything. The water and the candy does it all.
That's so cool.
That is pretty cool.
I have a question.
Yes. What's your question?
Me?
Yes.
How he does the science stuff? He look at the video.
He's a doctor. He knows this stuff. He's a real life scientist.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I studied science for a long time.
How many years you was study?
I studied chemistry for 8 years.
Wow, it's a lot.
Yeah.